The film begins with a Santa Claus sitting in a bar, drinking alcohol. Another big Santa approaches him and asks, "How long have you been doing this job?" Santa replies, "I don't even remember how long I've been working as Santa." Santa also says, "Kids these days have become very naughty, and it feels like this will be my last Christmas." It also becomes evident here that Santa was a bit bored with his life, but still performed his duties responsibly. As he leaves, Santa gives a gift to the bar owner and says, "This is for your grandson." Saying this, he departs. The bar owner, surprised, wonders how Santa knew her grandson's name, or even the fact that she had a grandson. When she goes outside to look at Santa, she sees him flying in the air on his sleigh. Overwhelmed with joy, she realizes that this was the real Santa Claus. In the next scene, we are introduced to a family consisting of a couple and their daughter, named Trudy. They are heading to Trudy's grandmother's house to celebrate Christmas, which is the mother's house. When they arrive, the preparations for Christmas are in full swing, and many other family members are also present. Soon, the head of the family and the eldest member comes to meet her granddaughter, Trudy. She is very happy and invites everyone for dinner. Meanwhile, Santa Claus is traveling from house to house on his sleigh, leaving gifts for all the needy children. Trudy's mum and dad bring a gift for her and say, "We wanted to give you this gift before Christmas night." When Trudy opens the gift, it's a walkie-talkie, a device similar to a mobile phone. Her dad says, "You can use this to talk to Santa Claus because Santa will be busy distributing gifts tonight and he might not be able to talk to you. Just leave him a message." Saying this, Trudy's mum and dad leave the room. Standing outside the door, they hear their daughter making a wish to Santa. Trudy says, "I don't want any gifts, I just want my mum and dad to be together, always." Hearing their daughter's innocent wish, her parents become very emotional. Now Santa Claus arrives over their house on his sleigh. At this moment, a man enters the house under the pretense of working on the Christmas decorations, but he's not a real worker. He goes to the security control room and knocks out a guard. It's then revealed that the man and his team are thieves who have planned this robbery. The thief signals his team and all the robbers get into position. Their leader, Scrooge, also arrives and shoots a security guard. He kills all the other guards present there and enters the house. Hearing gunshots, Santa wakes up and the family members are thrown into panic, hiding wherever they can. Trudy's grandmother, along with two guards, confronts Scrooge, but he attacks the bodyguards and kills them instantly. Santa, observing all this from above, hides in a room, but one of the thieves spots him and attacks. The thief tries to shoot Santa, but Santa gets enraged when the reindeer tied to his sleigh get scared and fly away. Santa fights the attacker, beats him severely and throws him out of the window. Accidentally, Santa also falls out but survives and notices the thief is dead. When Santa looks through the window, he sees that the entire family has been taken hostage. Initially, Santa considers leaving, but he decides to help them and goes back inside. Trudy's grandmother tells Scrooge, "Once my brother was kidnapped, and my father called a security team to eliminate the kidnappers. I know such a team might come here too." Scrooge replies, "Yes, I know a security team might come, but I also know about the $300 million hidden under your house. These funds were meant for the poor, but you didn't give a single dollar to anyone. Instead, you kept all the money in your vault. I've come here to take that money." Scrooge, along with his team, goes to the room with security cameras to locate the vault. He notices one of his men has been killed, and it's revealed that Santa killed him. Santa, in another room, tries to call the police, but cannot because the phone is damaged. One of the thieves enters the room and Santa attacks him. Using a magical staff, Santa stabs the thief, but since it's magical, it doesn't harm him. Santa continues to fight, eventually using a star-shaped electric ornament to shock the thief to death. Santa finds a walkie-talkie on the thief, through which he hears Trudy's voice. Santa checks his list and sees Trudy's name in the Good Kids section. Santa reassures Trudy, saying, "These thieves are on my naughty list, and I will save you and your family." Santa enters the security room and sees a dead security guard, presumably killed by Scrooge. Over the walkie-talkie, Santa hears Scrooge trying to communicate with his men. Santa replies, "I am Santa. Listen to me. One of your men is dead, but I didn't kill him." The leader assumes that Santa is not the real one, but an imposter pretending to be Santa. Santa notices his own body is bleeding, but he is more concerned about the family than himself. Scrooge kills Trudy's grandmother and asks her, "Which Santa Claus did you call here?" She responds, "I didn't call any Santa." Scrooge then breaks Trudy's dad's finger and tries to force her mother to reveal the truth. At this point, Trudy's elder aunt intervenes and pleads, "Please don't do this, Uncle, or Santa won't spare you." Hearing this, Trudy's dad tells her Santa isn't real, he only exists in stories. This deeply upsets Trudy. In anger, she runs away and a female thief follows her. Trudy hides and talks to Santa again through the walkie-talkie, saying, "Santa isn't real." Santa replies, "That's what all parents say, but I still bring gifts for children in need." Trudy asks, "How do you know which child needs what?" Santa responds, "That's the magic of Christmas. Even I don't know how it works, I just do it." Meanwhile, the family is shown exchanging gifts with each other, thinking it might be their last Christmas. When Trudy's dad gives his gift to her mom, she becomes emotional and tears up. Santa moves toward another room, but a female thief spots him. Santa runs away, and the thief signals Scrooge, who arrives and sets off an explosion. Santa survives the blast, but is captured and tied up. Scrooge takes Santa's bag and throws it into the fire, which infuriates Santa. He begins calling out the thieves' names. One thief asks, "How does he know our names?" Santa replies, "I am Santa Claus and I know everything about everyone." When Scrooge is about to shoot Santa, snow suddenly starts falling in the room. It turns out Trudy had thrown foam from the upper floor to distract them. While they are distracted, Santa uses his strength to free himself, escapes through the chimney and leaves the house. Seeing this, Scrooge and the thieves are stunned. Outside the house, Santa notices a security team arriving to help the family. Meanwhile, Trudy's uncle breaks a window, escapes, and reaches the team to seek their help. However, something unexpected happens. The team leader shoots him. It is revealed that the so-called security team is actually Scrooge's backup crew. Scrooge tells his men, "There's a man inside the house pretending to be Santa, killing our team members. Find him." Scrooge and his men go to the basement to check the vault, but are shocked to find it empty. All the money is gone. Santa, speaking through the walkie-talkie, says, "There are many people here who are on my naughty list, and I can't tolerate this anymore. I don't think I can save your family now." Hearing this, Trudy becomes sad and asks, "If you could make one wish, what would it be?" Santa replies, "I'd want to see my wife again, that's my wish." Santa pulls out his wedding ring from the fire but accidentally drops it. While retrieving the ring, he finds a hammer. Holding the hammer, Santa declares, "I will take revenge on all these bad people." This makes Trudy happy. Holding the hammer, Santa declares, "I will take revenge on all these bad people." This makes Trudy happy. Meanwhile, Scrooge's team enters Santa's room, but Santa uses the hammer to ruthlessly kill them one by one. On the other hand, Scrooge confronts the family and demands to know who stole the money. He threatens to kill everyone if no one confesses. Enraged, he grabs Trudy's mum and points a gun at her. Trudy's dad steps forward and confesses, "I stole the money so I could take my wife and daughter away from here forever." Meanwhile, two thieves search for Trudy. One thief climbs the stairs, but a broken step causes him to fall and die. Trudy, hiding above, starts throwing balls at the second thief. One ball hits the thief, causing him to fall and get impaled on a nail he was holding, killing him instantly. The female thief, covered in glue from an earlier accident, tries to attack Trudy, but is interrupted by Santa. Santa attacks her with a rod and beats her mercilessly until she dies. Elsewhere, Trudy's dad takes Scrooge to the location where he hid the stolen money. Scrooge finds the money but still decides to kill everyone in anger. One of the thieves asks the family who wants to die first. Everyone starts arguing among themselves, trying to take the blame. It was all part of their plan. Trudy cleverly kills one of the thieves, and then she joins Santa and tells everyone to escape. She is happy knowing that all her family members are alive and safe. However, Scrooge and his men decide to kill everyone. They start firing bullets at the family, but Santa arrives with his giant hammer and begins defeating them one by one. Scrooge manages to escape with the money, but Santa sees him and starts chasing him. Meanwhile, a thief tries to attack Trudy's mom and dad, but they team up and manage to fight him off, ultimately killing him. After defeating the thief, they hug each other, and Trudy is overwhelmed with happiness as she always wished for her parents to be together. Santa is also chasing after Scrooge but crashes into a tree during the pursuit and falls down. Scrooge gets hold of Santa's list and notices that his name is on the naughty list. Realizing that this is the real Santa, he is both terrified and excited. A fierce battle ensues between Santa and Scrooge. Initially, both seem equally matched, but Scrooge eventually overpowers Santa and beats him mercilessly. Just when it seems that Scrooge has won, Santa uses his power to grab Scrooge, setting him on fire and completely burning him to ashes. Santa then drops Scrooge's burnt corpse from the tower. As Santa stands on the tower, one of Scrooge's surviving men shoots him, causing him to fall. Trudy's grandmother arrives and shoots the man who attacked Santa, saving the day. Everyone rushes to Santa's side, and Trudy asks her parents to take Santa to the hospital. However, Santa says, "I have lived my life for centuries and this is my final moment. I wanted this to be my last Christmas." Saying this, Santa breathes his last. Trudy begins to cry, saying, "This was the real Santa Claus and I believe in him." Her parents agree, saying, "We believe in him too." One by one, every family member expresses their belief in Santa. After some time, to everyone's shock, Santa miraculously comes back to life. They ask him how this happened, and Santa replies, "This is the magic of Christmas. Even I don't know how it works. My job is just to be Santa and do my duty, and I will continue doing it as long as I am meant to." Santa's sleigh arrives, and he bids farewell to Trudy before flying away, thinking to himself, "I will continue being a good Santa, protecting the innocent and punishing the wicked." And with this, the story of the film comes to an end.